Lost Planet video walkthrough for nextgenwalkthroughs.com. So, start off the level, kill those little tank things, and then get in your trusty VS. You'll be using these guys a lot through the game. They're a lot of fun. Now, just a couple tips for the rest of the game. Always destroy those fuel tanks, whatever they're called, and you get all the energy inside, all the thermal energy, especially on extreme. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that so far. All the videos are on extreme, so it's a much harder difficulty than all the other settings. There's no data posts. Your health drops a lot faster, the enemies are harder to kill, etc., etc. To unlock extreme, you have to first beat the game. I'm not sure if you have to beat it on hard or just beat it once, but I beat it on hard my first time through. So you kill this big old acrid right here, get his thermal energy. And then get the shotgun over here. For this first level, you're going to want to be conserving shotgun ammo. It's very helpful for the final boss. And there's a whole bunch of acrid down in this little garage. And there's a whole bunch of exploding barrels. So it makes very short work of them. Now, the thermal energy that they drop is pretty insignificant, so you shouldn't really go out of your way to pick all of it up. Just because the time that you spend going out of your way to get some of it could cost you more thermal energy than what it would give you by picking it up. If there's large puddles of it, then yeah, go ahead and go for it. But otherwise, don't bother. Would have made this game a lot easier if all the thermal energy that the enemies dropped just kind of gravitated towards you as soon as it hit the ground. But I guess I didn't want that. Now the little hives always drop a good amount of thermal energy. You don't want to forget to kill them off because they obviously spawn quite a few acrid. Oh, that's one other thing I really liked about this game. The right bumper and the left bumper quick turns. It turn you 90 degrees. It turned out to be really helpful as soon as you get a hang of it. It's something I've never seen in any game before, but it turns out to be a very helpful feature. Now, after you walk into the warehouse and get his attention, start to walk back outside and get him close to the exploding barrel, which I'm standing right next to. He'll usually come after you after a second or so. You can also skip him if you want. You can grapple onto the walkways above you and go right around him. Now, you'll notice that I skipped both rocket launchers. They aren't very helpful. At least I didn't think so for the boss. I found using the shotgun much more effective. Now there's going to be a couple of the roly-poly acrid coming after you here. You can dodge them pretty easily. You just got to watch for them to come up from behind you a second time, because they usually make a second pass at you. And he got me right there. I wasn't paying attention. Now for those guys, if you shoot their tail, you can kill them pretty quickly. And another one got me. I didn't do a very good job of conserving my energy through this first section, as you can see. It would have been really helpful to have all the extra energy for the boss. The boss is one of the harder ones in the game, which kind of sucks because he's the first boss of the game, so you don't really know what you're getting into for the rest of the game when you spend an hour trying to beat him. Now for Inside the Hive. Now one little trick in situations like this with lots of enemies all over the screen, if you zoom in with your gun by pressing up on the D-pad, it eliminates the auto-aim that comes into play so much throughout the game. You can also turn the auto-aim off in the menu, but I found that on extreme mode, it's pretty helpful to have it on, because you don't really want to be generally thinking about aiming as much as where you're going or what your next strategy is. Also, one thing to keep in mind throughout the entire game is that if in situations like that where you can shoot those eggs from a far distance away and their energy will drop on the ground, you don't want to do it from too far away, because it disappears fairly quickly. It doesn't just hang out on the ground for the entire time playing through the level.